chilling, steaks I'm grilling, melanin dripping, smoking I'm trippy. The hookah, the shorty with the big ass twerking, got the city on lock. Genie be top of pockets, make a video thought. Turn a wife into a hoe, I done seen it a lot. And you ain't got no money, Uncle Phil hit the dot. Blah, blah, hit the spot.
What's going on, people? We're back again with another episode of the First Two Show, and we're going to be looking at, we're going to be continuing our coverage of the Euro 2020 Championships, and as always, with my main Adrian.
Yo, what's up?
Yes, and you know me, I'm Junior. So we're going to be taking a look at, like I said earlier on, the Euro 2020 Championships. We're going to be looking at the just concluded group stages. Then later on, we're going to be taking a look at the upcoming round of 16 ties. So, Adrian, what's good?
Man, it's been a crazy week of football. Waking up at 3 a.m. just to watch soccer. It's a dream.
Yeah.
It's a dream, man.
Yes, but any disappointment so far? Has the standard of matches been up to scratch or what? What's been happening?
Yeah, I've been liking the quality of football. Some big games, Group F didn't disappoint. I have some few teams that I really tipped to go through that disappointed me, and I have a few surprises. Teams like Sweden, it really impressed me. Top the group in a group that included Spain. Turkey was my biggest disappointment, man. They lost all the matches. So, but other than that, I've been good, man.
I totally agree with you, man. The quality of football has been pretty good. Then, the officiating has been pretty good as well. So I think it's been a pretty
except that France game, the France-Portugal game. Those were two dubious penalties.
Yes, they were. I totally agree with you. So let's take a look at the teams that qualified, for the round. We obviously had the ones which qualified as the first and second ones. We've got Italy from Group A, we've got Italy and Wales. Then Group B, we've got Belgium and Denmark. Group C, Netherlands and Austria. Group D, England and Croatia. Group E, Sweden and Spain. Then Group F, France and Germany. Then we also have the best number threes that qualified. We've got Switzerland, Ukraine, Czech Republic, and Portugal. Yes. So just looking at those teams that qualified, any surprises? And just let's just go through the teams. Are you surprised by any one of those teams that I've mentioned?
No, not really. I think at the beginning of the tournament, those are the teams that we built to qualify onto the round of 16. I don't see any major shocks coming through. Maybe the fact that Portugal came in as the best third place team. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I think, go on.
Yeah, that was the only shock for me. But then, other than that, everything went pretty much according to plan.
Oh, okay. I think my only shock was came from Group E actually. Them entering the group. I wasn't expecting that. I thought maybe that would be I actually had them as my runner-ups to the group. So yes, so I was surprised that Robert Lewandowski and co couldn't get the job done. Yeah, so just looking and the group stage overall, who impressed you the most and why?
Well, like I said at the beginning, Sweden. I didn't really have them as a team that would come out top of the group, especially in a group that is Spain. We know that Spain is kind of having a slump, but then still is a good team. But Sweden really showed up to the party. I'm excited what they'll do in the round of 16 and going forward in the tournament.
All right. Okay. Staying with Spain, you mentioned Spain earlier on. As far as tournament football is concerned, and just looking at the past tournaments, do you think that this is a classic case of a sleeping giant taking its time, to gel up and eventually get into the groove? Do you think that is going to happen as the tournament goes on for Spain, or you just not been as impressed by the Spaniards?
Look, Junior, from from the initial squad selection. I'm pretty sure I texted you one of those days that it looks like a sort of Vigo side. No offense. It doesn't have the quality that we're accustomed to from a Spanish side coming into a major tournament like this. They still have potential, I feel, to go far, but then I don't see them causing much havoc or causing a major upset. If they meet a proper team, they'll probably lose. But we have to see. It's football, man. That's why we love it. Anything can happen.
Yeah, that's so true. My take on Spain is slightly different. I think everything that around Spain is pretty understandable. You know, they're coming off, you know, one of their most, not one of their most successful generation. You know, with the Xavis, the Iniestas, the PKs. You know, the squad that we saw from, you know, the 2008 Euro Championships all the way up until, you know, the 2012 Euro Championships, where they won pretty much every tournament that they entered. You know, so now new squad, you know, with new players, the Pedris, and the Morenos. So I think that's what Luis Enrique is trying to do. Is trying, you know, to. I think the Spaniards are on the up, just like what we saw from the Italian Euro 2020 championships. They even missed the 2018 World Cup because they were trying to. So, and the chances have been created by the Spanish, you know. Conversion has been their problem, you know, with Alvaro Morata, your guy, you know. So I don't think they've been playing necessarily bad, but I think their shot conversion rate, you know, has been their biggest letdown. So I wouldn't be really surprised by the Spanish if they were to cause a few upsets as the tournament goes on.
Okay. I have to hold you again onto that, man. We'll see as the tournament progresses how it pans out for the Spaniards.
Yeah, let's just see how it goes. So we've talked about the most impressive team. Who's disappointed you the most, and take me through that? Why? Turkey.
Yeah, I didn't have them as a first or second place team. I had them as my third place team, like going into the tournament. They have quality players. Hachin Chenalugu, you know, Yuma as the captain. They have a decent squad, and they will build up. Some people actually had them down as their dark horse. That's how much people were expecting a better performance from Turkey. But I don't really blame them, because in the first game, they faced, like you said, an Italian team that's a resurgent Italian team, you know, and I feel like after that, it was a case of battling the odds, a case of trying to either you go out for the win or you have to defend and get the simple points. In the end, they fell victim to that, and they ended up losing all their matches. You know, so Turkey didn't really show up for me in the tournament. I'm sad they're going home, but then they really didn't do much except give other people 3 points.
You just had to say that. You know, I'm actually realizing that I didn't tell you the team that impressed me the most.
What team impressed you?
The team that impressed me the most, there's only one winner there. It has to be Denmark.
Definitely. Definitely.
I mentioned, you know, their group was pretty decent. Yes, we expected to go through, but how they went through and what was surrounding.
The circumstances.
Exactly. You know, the whole thing, and our thoughts and prayers continue to be with him and his family.
Yeah, definitely. Come on, space.
I'm forced to give you that one, you know, because of the circumstances. Yes. So, you know, what happened with the Danish losing their key player in the first game.
And to that fashion too.
Exactly. Having to actually go on and play that game in a matter of minutes, hours. Yes, they actually lost that. Then their second game, they played against a very good Belgium side, you know, the favorites in the group.
Yeah.
Then they had to emphatic fashion in the final group game, and they qualified. So I think that has been the team that has impressed me the most. Then now going on to the team that disappointed me the most, I know they qualified, but the Germans, I haven't been
Yeah.
impressed by. The only game, yes, they played well versus Portugal, but the other two games, they haven't just turned up to the party.
They've been lackluster.
Exactly, especially Hungary. I know Hungary was playing very well and they exceeded a lot of expectations.
Yeah.
But I always expect the Germans to do better, because whenever we hear that Germany are in any competition, they're in the top echelon of the teams that are expected to have a deep run in any tournament. And so far, with the way that they've played, I haven't been really impressed, and I wouldn't be surprised if they were to just get knocked out in the upcoming round, which we're going to analyze.
Well, yeah, Germany, like you said, they really didn't turn up for a team that big, with the type of players that they have and the type of manager that they have. I think the biggest surprise for me was Timo Werner. I know that on our last episode, we had him in both of our starting 11s, and he didn't start in any of the games. Kai Havertz just turned up to the party, I guess. Chelsea fans pray that when Kai comes to Stamford Bridge, he's wearing a Germany shirt inside. That's all I have to say. He has impressed me in a team that hasn't showed a lot for us. But I still feel they have a chance. I still feel they have a chance of going forward. Maybe
Definitely.
Yeah, maybe they might be like Spain, but then Germany will be Germany. If the players turn up, man, that's the quality. In fact, it's interesting. We'll discuss it in the next segment that we're entering into the round of 16. My man, let me take you through the ties that we got after the results from the groups. The first matchup is Denmark is going to face Wales. Netherlands is going to face Czech Republic. England is going to face Germany. Sweden is facing. That's a big one. That's a big one.
Yeah.
Sweden is going to face Ukraine. Croatia is going to face Spain. That's another good game that we have on the cards. One to look out for. France is facing Switzerland. Italy, your beloved Italy, is facing Austria. And the last tie, we have Belgium facing Portugal. Junior, yes. I'll give you the opportunity. Take me through what would be your ideal round of 16. Who do you have to qualify to the next round, the quarterfinals?
Adrian, we've got quite a number of mouth-watering clashes in the round of 16. Beginning with Portugal versus Belgium. That's one hell of a game. That one is going to be a game with a lot of quality. It can go either way. I know the bookmakers have got Belgium as their favorites, but Ronaldo, like we mentioned, earlier on before the whole tournament started, that Ronaldo factor. In as much as I don't like, the guy's a killer. He smells blood, and give him half a chance and you'll score 3 goals somehow.
Give him half a penalty.
Exactly. So I feel like that's going to be that game has got the potential to be one of the games of the tournament. If the stars show up, because both teams do have stars. Exactly. Then earlier on you mentioned Croatia. Croatia is playing
Spain.
I feel like they're pretty good teams. Croatia took a bit of time, to get into the groove. I think they game versus England. They drew their one. They won their third one. So it seems like they're finally moving in the right direction. And Spain has been playing well now. They've been playing well, but they haven't been converting their chances. I feel like it will be an evenly balanced game. Yes, I feel like it will be a pretty good game. Then the other one, the big one,
Germany, England.
Yes, I feel that's going to be a good game. But I have the English, coming out victorious in this one, because I simply haven't been impressed by the Germans. Be that as it may, I wouldn't be
Wait.
surprised.
Wait, has England impressed you so far?
It's been a mixed bag. It's been a mixed bag so far because, for example, their first game versus Croatia, it was a decent game. It was a decent game. It was a game of two halves. The first half wasn't as impressive. Then the second half, that's when the Ryan Sterling scored. It was an okay game. Then their second game versus Scotland, the 0-0 draw. I didn't like the game. I wasn't impressed. Like I mentioned in the previous episode, Gareth Southgate is a conservative manager, and I think he really showed it in the game versus Scotland. But credit to the Scots, they played well in that game.
They really did.
They kept their shit, and they managed to get the point. Then England now versus Czech Republic. I was really impressed. I know the scoreline didn't do them much justice. 1-0 didn't show the real reflection of the game. I felt like, yes, the team faded a little bit getting into the second half.
Yeah.
But I was really by the English, especially, by Bukayo Saka, the Arsenal guy.
Why did I ask this question? I knew it was coming.
In the background. Jack Grealish as well. Like I said, time that we analyzed England, I feel like Jack Grealish is a must start in every England side because he's got that different dynamic, And I feel like he gives the other players the good chances.
Yeah.
So, like, if he takes off the handbrake versus Germany, Gareth South of the handbrake versus Germany, the English have a pretty good side. But if he goes all defensive, the Germans are a very good team with very good quality, and they can punish you.
They'll break you down.
Well.
They'll break you down.
Exactly.
Definitely. Okay. So I'm gonna need you to say it with your chest. I'm gonna give you a tie. You give me the result. Who you think is going through? Okay. Denmark Wales.
Bring it on. Denmark Wales. Denmark, definitely.
Okay, fine. Netherlands, Czech.
Netherlands.
Germany.
You want me to give you, or you just want the prediction?
No scorelines. Just we know you're bad with scorelines and predictions in general.
Okay, let's go.
Germany, England.
England.
Sweden, Ukraine.
Sweden. Yeah.
Sweden. Okay, fine. Croatia, Spain.
Spain.
France, Switzerland.
France.
Italy, Austria.
I'm always going to pick the Italians. Why
did I even ask? The biggest game, probably the biggest game in this round, Belgium, Portugal. Who do you have?
Oh, that's a tough one.
Say with your chests.
Belgium.
There you go. Good for you, buddy. Good for you. I'm proud of you.
I only have to return the favor, Adrian. I can't let you off the hook on this one. I have to, I have to hear your predictions as far as these games are.
I'm not afraid.
Okay. So
take me through it.
Denmark Wales.
Denmark.
Italy versus Austria.
Italy, no brainer.
Netherlands, Czech Republic.
Netherlands.
Then the big one, Belgium, Portugal.
Can I skip that one?
No. No, that's not gonna work, man.
Okay, let's skip it and come back.
All right. I'll give you some time to think.
Yeah.
So Croatia, Spain.
Croatia.
Oh, okay. That's a bold prediction.
You know me.
France, Switzerland.
France.
Then Sweden, Ukraine.
Sweden.
So now we're left with 2 games.
Okay.
Yes, England, Germany.
Where with Germany?
Germany
to win it in Wembley.
Timo Werner's team.
Kai Havertz's team.
All right. Okay. Yes. Then we go back to the one that you tried avoiding.
Nah, it's always going to be Belgium for me. I feel like those guys haven't been turning up so much. So I'm going to go with Belgium.
All right. Yes. So Adrian, before we conclude the show, tell me the players that impressed you the most. Who are they, and give me a few reasons why.
How much time do I have and how many players can I tell you?
Try to do it as fast as possible. And give me two.
Two. Okay, off the top of my head, I have to go with Locatelli for Italy. He's been phenomenal coming from the midfield. He scored 2 goals in their second game. He's been impressive, man. And lastly, I have to go with Renato Sanchez. He didn't start the first 2 games, but he came in as a substitute, and he started in the game against France. Really, both the midfield. I know Pogba was in there, but then I feel like he gave Pogba and Kante run for their money. I was really impressed by the young fella. Those are my 2 players that impressed me the most during the group stages. I have to return the favor.
Yeah, before I actually go on to my list, I think I agree with you. You know, those 2 actually been playing really well, especially Renato Sanchez. You know, we know his story, you know, with the Bayern and everything. And I feel like he's finally starting to show everyone what he's all about, and he's getting into very good positions, and he's really been impressive for the Portuguese. Now let me go into my list.
Yeah.
Yes, as far as now, I've got Gini Wijnaldum.
Wow.
He's been really not just the football, but you know, he's been athlete on the pitch. You know, we know Van Dijk, the captain.
Yeah, especially with Van Dijk out. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. The captain who's been out, so he's been the leader. He's also been chipping in with the goals as well.
Yeah, definitely.
You know? Yeah. So Gini Wijnaldum tops my list. Then Romelu Lukaku, man.
Yeah.
We all knew what to expect from him getting into the team, but he's one player who makes that Belgium side tick. You know, the game versus Denmark. You know, he didn't come out of the game with a goal and assist, but if you look at 2 of the goals that Belgium scored, he was the one who actually started the moves. You know, so those are who really impressed me the most. A shout out. Well, you know, his penalties have been decent as well.
Well, he's the god. No exceptions.
It's okay. That's a discussion for another day. So we'll end on a sour note, all because of you, Adrian. You see what you've done.
Hey man, hey, definitely. It's been a pleasure, Junior. Like always.
Thank you, Adrian.
Definitely, and thank you for tuning in to this other episode of the First Two Show. Please follow us on all our social media pages. We'll leave the names at the end of the video and we'll put them in the description box. Junior, until we meet next time, my bro. Peace out.
Cheers, bro.
263, hometown chillin'.